What type of data do you have?
What do you mean by what type of data?
Well, there are all sorts of different data sets. There's viewership data, there's consumer spending data, there's passive data collected from, technology like set-top boxes. What do you have in your arsenal?
What makes Sciences unique is that we have all kinds of data, any type of data that you have. There are some specific applications, for example, for marketing or media that will focus on specific applications, but the real power of BI, we believe, comes from integrating all the data available in the company. Data from finance, data from marketing, data from sales, data from customer satisfaction, from external sources. So this is a general purpose software that can connect to any data that you have and help you make smarter decisions that are based on integration of multiple data sources. It's pretty revolutionary because before Sisense, people had to spend a lot of time integrating multiple data sources and creating a coherent picture.
I've come from the world of television, where the data sources are very siloed. You have, for example, Nielsen data, you may have MRI data, and you would have to do a special fusion analysis. Maybe you would have a custom set of data. What enables you to be able to seamlessly de-silo data?
That's the power of the ElastiCube technology that we've developed. It uses in-chip analytics, which is the technical terms for very high processing power that is strong enough that people, regular people like you and I that are not technical, can marry those data sources together without worrying about performance, just by dragging and clicking and pointing to multiple data sources. It's as simple as that. Before Sisense, you'd have to write special code and software to integrate them, which meant long projects, and the problem just starts there. Once they're integrated, they're very difficult to change. Let's say that you have another data source or you need to change something, not something that ordinary folks can do. Sisense, with the ElastiCube technology, provides a very flexible software. It can add data sources on the fly.
So it's not based on Hadoop.
No, it's not based on Hadoop. If you have data in Hadoop, we could pull that data into the ElastiCube, but the beauty is that you actually do not need Hadoop. Hadoop is a powerful tool, but again, it's not for business users. It requires an IT team or a team of developers that would use it. It requires clusters and pretty complicated hardware. It's not the most complicated software in the world, but it's also definitely not easy enough for business people. If you have the ElastiCube, you do not need Hadoop. You can collect all the data into ElastiCube and it's available for analytics.
Amit, what is ElastiCube?
The ElastiCube is the proprietary technology that Sisense has developed and replaces the traditional data warehouse for a lot of cases. Basically, it allows non-technical users to join multiple data sources, create a virtual reporting database that once you create it, people can analyze data at ease and share them with thousands of other users. It is meant for non-technical people. It uses standard technology, can even run on a laptop, analyze billions of records within a few seconds.
So my understanding is that you are platform agnostic. Doesn't matter if it's coming from TV or from radio or from a mobile phone or from a sales database.
It could come from the moon, it can come from Mars, it can come from a database, it can come from Excel. If it's data, we can read it. It doesn't matter what kind of data. You can do all the data. You can marry weather information with consumer demographics, with TV, with marketing, with finance. Any type of data in the world can be brought in and analyzed. That's the beauty. It creates a standard platform for reporting that once you've built that, very, very easy. You don't look at them as separate systems anymore. It becomes a single system that's very easy to create reports, dashboards, and visualizations on top.
So if I have data from television viewing, and I have data from my radio usage, and I have data from my mobile usage, and my tablets and the internet, and I put them all into your framework, I could get one metric or some way of joining them together?
Absolutely. This is what we do. People that buy Sisense are people that have multiple data sources just like the ones that you have mentioned, and they want to get a single view. At some point, it becomes impossible to manage with Excel and lots of other data wrangling techniques, and they want a single system will give them a single view of all the data that they have, not just those silos.
Looking ahead the next 3 to 5 years, where do you see your part of the industry going? Give me some predictions.
Well, where it's going is that everybody should be able to make fact-based decisions, not just the previous few, but every employee in a company should have access to data so they can make fact-based decisions versus opinion-based decisions. Right now, we're far from that, but we're definitely stepping in the right direction, and the revolution is taking place already.